What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. And today, yes, we are still in the same location, but today I think we're gonna do something different. Today, I know I have a lot of people that watch movies and stuff like that on my subscription, or who have subscribed to me. I guess also that's kind of a stupid thing to say because I think for the most part just about everybody watches movies. But I want today to talk about some of my favorite horror films ever made. And when I say horror, now I do love like super cheesy B horror films, but I don't want to go the comedic route today. Like today's not going to be your Evil Deads and stuff, but today is going to be more so the latter. Does that make sense there? I don't know if that makes grammatical sense. The point is, it's going to be like more so serious horror movies. So I want to talk about that a little bit. These are in no order. This is just an idea I had off the top of my head just to make it different. Besides, I'm moving. Yes, it's taking a long time. So, hey. But yeah, so some of my favorite horror movies ever. I'm going to start with, obviously, I don't know if you should even mention like the Halloweens and Friday the 13th and stuff, because I feel like everybody loves that kind of stuff. I do love Michael Myers. I think that Michael had probably one of the more serious runs. I think all those movies, like honestly, Part 6 even with Paul Rudd is still like super amazing to me, and a lot of other movies, like once Friday the 13th broke off, honestly past probably about 2, it kind of started getting cheesy. Freddy is just cheese galore, and I love Freddy. I have a tattoo of Freddy. He's a super cool guy, but, well, he's not really, but he's a cool villain. Light just went off. And stuff like that. So there are some stuff like that that I love with those. Like I said, I do think that Michael maintained his like meanness a little bit. Does that make sense? He didn't get like super cheesy. I guess you could argue that Halloween Resurrection was kind of weird, but overall, for the most part, pretty solid. And I am kind of looking forward to the new one. Also, Hellraiser, super fantastic series. One of my favorite scenes ever in a movie is from Hellraiser, where the guy has the discs that shoot out of him. I don't know. I think that's super cool. Although I do love Hellraiser, it's a series that I've probably seen the least. I know I've seen most of them, but I couldn't even say for sure that I have seen all of them, and that's probably not good, especially as like a horror movie lover. So I feel like I should probably watch those. There are a few other movies I love. Obviously, like I love Serpent and the Rainbow. I love a lot of old Wes Craven stuff. I like the original Last House on the Left. I didn't mind the remake either, but I do love. I do like Last House on the Left. It took me a little bit to get into, and I think it's because of the desensitization of the way that horror movies are now. Like when I watched it, I had to really go into that movie thinking, I have to understand this movie was made in the 70s and nothing like this had ever been seen, and people freaked out, and I can kind of understand why. So, I really like it. I've watched it, I think, twice, and I dug it, especially the second time once I really kind of put that into perspective as far as that goes. So I do love some Wes Craven stuff. Honestly, I don't mind the first Scream, really. I think it's okay. So nothing really bad to say about it. One of my favorite horror series ever made, and they do get kind of cheesy, but the first one was so amazing. Sleepaway Camp. It honestly probably is my favorite of the non, like, quote-unquote mainstream horror movies. Not like being hipster, because my favorite horror series probably ever is a mainstream one, but I really love Sleepaway Camp. I love Angela. I think she is just an amazing character in that series. I think those movies are so awesome, and I really wish they could get over whatever disputes they have and make another one, because it is so good. I even liked Return to Sleepaway Camp. I thought it was really solid. And as far as movies like that, my favorite horror series is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've seen every single one of them countless times. Well, except for the very newest direct, like on-demand one, like video-on-demand one that they made. I haven't watched that, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre, man, is just, I don't know. That movie scared the crap out of me. And I love it. I love the original, but I'm also one of the rare people, no, not rare, but I think the remake of Texas Chainsaw is amazing. Like, I think it's so good. I think it stays true to the original idea of what that movie is supposed to be. I just really, really loved that remake. I thought Eric Balfour and Jessica Biel were really, really good in it. I like the other actors and actresses in it. I thought Andrew Bernarski was a fantastic Leatherface. R. Lee Ermey in that movie was hilarious. I even liked him in the sequel. I did like not the newest, but the newest before the newest Texas Chainsaw. The only problem I had with it is like it was super weird because at the end, maybe I misinterpreted it, but like at the end, like it was almost like Leatherface was the good guy and the cop was the bad guy. I don't know, man. That was a super weird movie. It's very, very strange overall. So I don't know. But yes, Texas Chainsaw is. I don't know. Texas Chainsaw and Sleepaway Camp kind of go hand in hand for being my favorite ever. So, also I do. Sorry, this is a super random video, but I love talking horror movies and stuff, and I thought this would be cool to break the monotony. I do love the Saw series. One thing I will say about Saw that really, really impresses me is the fact that this became a multi-hundred million, maybe $1 billion franchise at this point. I don't really know. What I love about it is it started as a small little independent film that could, and once they started getting like a bunch of financial backing and stuff, they didn't cut what they were. It stayed gory, it stayed gruesome, and honestly they stepped it up a lot as far as that goes, and I thought that was super, super awesome that they maintained what they wanted. The story gets a little muddy, but you know, that's just the way things go, I guess. But Tobin Bell is just an amazing character, or Jigsaw, but he's an amazing actor. And I thought he did a super good job, so I really, really love that series. Also, fun fact, when me and Harvey were shooting our movie, we did a casting call, and Harvey was wearing his Saw hoodie. Like, you know the ones that you can, like, zip up and you put the hood on and then it fully zips up to, like, be a mask? And they have it more than Saw. Like, they have, like, Turtles ones. They have anything, you know, anything that can be a mask. Also, if somebody hasn't made a La Parka one, they need to do that. That would be perfect. If you're an old WCW fan, you know what I'm talking about. But, anyway, he was wearing that Saw one, and everybody that came in, we would just, you know, talk to him a little bit, try to break the ice and stuff, and we'd say, what's your favorite horror series? And I guess from where Harvey was wearing that Saw sweater, everybody was like, Saw. Yeah, Saw is my favorite. And I was like, I feel bad for the person who's, like, that is their favorite horror series, because it just sounds like you're just saying that because you're trying to be a part of this. So, I don't know, that's just kind of a little fun fact on the side, so... God, man, I could talk horror movies forever. I don't want to make this, what is this? We're about 8 minutes. I don't want to make it super, super long, but I do just want to talk about some stuff, man. Like I said, I know tons of people. I know Harvey obviously watches horror movies, and he watches these vlogs. Movie John, another YouTuber, I know he is a massive horror fan. He's like more of a classic horror fan, I believe, more so. I mean, not that some of the movies I listen to aren't classic, but like, he definitely digs a little bit deeper. Like, I'm sure... I don't know if you would consider... I'm actually curious, John, if you watch this, would you consider The Stuff to be... Because The Stuff is one of my favorite movies ever. I could have went into Dolls. I could have went into a lot of that stuff. But, some, like, Dario Argento stuff and stuff like that. But, like, Wizard of Gore, which is not Dario Argento, but I guess Herschel Gordon Lewis. But I'm curious as to if you would consider, like, The Stuff to be... a traditional horror movie where it's, because it's cheesy, but it's serious. It's not like Toxic Avenger cheesy, although I love Toxie, but I'm curious as to what people would think about that. So, and then obviously like movies like Street Trash, they're cheesy, but they're still kind of horror-ish. I don't know. I'm interested in what, and if anybody's seen those, feel free to answer. It doesn't have to just be John, so. But, I think I am going to end it here because I've been talking. I might do this again soon. Man, I love talking about movies, man. I love movies so much, so. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully very, very soon. What are you doing, Vincent? Hopefully very, very soon we'll be filming from the new location. I've got a few questions, like, and John was actually one. He's like, my God, man, you're taking 3 days and you're still not out. We're moving slow. We've got most of it done, honestly. There's some stuff, like I have the kitchen table here. There's still, like, the couch and stuff here, but... we're getting it slowly but surely, man. And it's honestly been a lot easier on me versus having to do it all at the same time. So, also, John, you're a professional mover, so I don't count that. You could easily do it in 14 hours. I think that's what you said. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to stop rambling. And, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.